All right, we're gonna open this thing up. Let's go. Hi everybody, Jim from County Corvette. I have a really clean 99 Corvette coupe, probably the cleanest one I've seen in years. I didn't even really want the car because any more than 99 Corvettes have, you know, 6-figure mileage on it. They're whooped, and I just want no parts of them. They just need too much, and it's just not our sales model. This car's got 48,000, just over 48,000 miles on it. It's torch red with the light oak interior. And I'm going to tell you, as I stand here, not as a salesman, but as a Corvette enthusiast, this looks like a 5,000 mile car. Inside, outside, underneath. It did need a little service now. It's a very highly optioned car, but it did need, when we inspected before we bought it and adjusted our buy price on it, it needed a harmonic balancer, which had walked back. And let this be a PSA. Check your balancers on your LS engines. They do go bad. This one walked back, went into the oil pan, and caused a leak. And you know, we had to rectify all that. So it's got all new parts there, done properly by our shop. It was a $4,800 internal bill. So it's an expensive fix, but again, done right by our team. And we did new tires on it. The tires were good, but they were just over 10 years old. We'd fail inspection here. You know, all the typical stuff we would do. We did new front brakes, recharged the AC, programmed the remotes. There was the seat rock. We took care of that. The typical sway bar end links, and again the damage from the balancer, and obviously put a new balancer on it. But it's a highly optioned car. It's got one SA preferred equipment group, which is a nice package. Adjustable sports seats, dual zone air, performance axle ratio, active handling, which is really nice in these cars, front floor mats, fog lamps, and it has the two tops, the painted top and the clear blue top, which is perfect. It's got no delamination. That thing this has always been a garage indoor car. It's got no paint work, and there's the most minute scuffs on the front bumper cover. When I tell you minute, I had to look hard for them. I knew about them when I bought it, but there's barely a fingernail depth one here, and almost, we would have polished it out, but a really light one there. And that's it on the car. That's the only flaws in the paint, and it's remarkable because, you know, a car this old to not have any you know, road rash damage, it's just remarkable. The rims are perfect on it. So it was always a secondary use car. There's no rust on the calipers. This car was loved. The interior, again, looks like a 5,000 mile interior. There's no, you know, wear and tear on the seats and steering wheel. Just a sweetheart of a car. So we're going to take this thing out for a ride and just open it up and see how it performs. Okay, we got this thing warmed up a bit. This is just such a sweetheart of a car and an anomaly. And I say that because, again, it's a 1999 car, automobile. There's just nothing around from 1999 that's really all that desirable. But this car was inside all of its life, you know, and that tells the tale. And just really a well cared for car. And you know, it's all the right stuff, all the right colors, all the right combination, and really more than anything else, it's in a price range where you can enter into the Corvette market in a car that is, you know, quite modern, super reliable, and, you know, just not a lot of money for the average guy. And this has all the cool stuff. It's got the head-up display, the telescopic steering column. Again, dual zone air, I mentioned that. Just all the nice options that you want, you know, on a car like this, that you really don't have to pay for in the used market. It really just doesn't change the price all that much. And, you know, we know these cars really well. I look at a lot of cars. I get a lot of cars offered to me, Porsches, you name it. I mean, you know, and I avoid it. They're cars I don't know. I'm a pretty knowledgeable car guy in general, but I don't know the nuance of you know, a 911 or a Boxster or something like that. I know they have problems, but I don't know how to tell. On this car, I went right to the harmonic balancer, and I showed the guy, hey, this thing's got a problem. And, you know, he understood. It was actually an estate sale, and you couldn't tell, you couldn't see it, you couldn't hear it, but, and it wasn't hemorrhaging oil, but it was bad enough that, you know, we didn't take any chances. We replaced the timing cover and took it all apart, and that's the right way to do it. And that's how I know how to do things on a Corvette, identifying, you know, the problems, you know, and then as I've preached many times and warned people, you know, you got to replace the batteries in these cars. So this thing had great maintenance on it, but that balancer at some point, it hadn't been damaged, you know, worn for too long, but long enough to do, you know, damage on that timing cover where I just wasn't comfortable leaving it that way. But that's what you're getting from County Corvette is the peace of mind knowing that we buy and sell these cars in good faith, and we know the historic problems with them, and we don't buy and sell junk. Like I said, you know, nothing against anybody with a high mileage car. I admire that because you've actually, you know, used the car and had fun, and that's what it's all about. But you know, for us, you know, we are a for-profit business, and I'm not going to get rich on this car or probably no car in any car in particular. But you know, over time we buy and sell really good stuff, and we've done very, very well over the years with what we put out there. But only because we're selective with what we buy. And I would take 100 of these things if I could find them. They're far and few between, you know. And I get inquiries every day. Cars, you know, that we do advertise. We buy cars, and you know, I only buy one out of very few. So, all right, we're gonna open this thing up. Let's go. All right, right up to 6,000 RPM. Absolutely perfect. This thing goes down the road without a squeak or vibration, straight as an arrow. I mean, this thing just is, it's a pure pleasure. I got the head-up display there. Everything works like it should. It's just so nice. There's no fade in the LED display. You know, there's no rust on the speaker covers. You see that a lot. Cars that were outside, you know, during a rainstorm. It just wasn't used that way. It was just used as a nice weather car and just beautifully cared for. So buy with confidence. You can buy this one sight unseen. I looked this thing over really good, and I'm telling you, it's a spotless Carfax, and I just don't see any paintwork. And you know, if something like a bumper cover was done, I can't tell. The texture matches 100%. It's hard to believe that there's no stone chips on it, but there's just not. And two light scuffs on the front that you really wouldn't notice unless, you know, you're really looking. But I just want to point it out. I refuse to say a car's perfect when there is no such thing as perfect. So that's what it is. But yeah, all the gauges work as they should. There's just no issues on the car. And I know if you've watched my videos, I talk about steering wheels. This looks like a brand new steering wheel. There's nowhere, none at all. And you know, that's just amazing because you know, I've got a 28,000 mile 2021 Tahoe I bought new, and you know, my steering wheel's got some wear on it. I guess I just hold on too tight. I don't know, but be that as it may, this thing's beautiful. 24-year-old car and 25-year-old car. Think about that. Quarter century, these cars. I mean, this car was $43,000 new in 1999. That was about what I needed for a down payment on my first house. So it was a lot of money back then, and doesn't seem like a long time, but it was actually half my lifetime. Yeah, a little less than half. Half and five. But anyway, just a great car. Buy it with confidence. You can buy this one sight unseen. Everything works as it should. You have my assertion there, and you know, just if you have an interest in it, pull the trigger, because there's nothing out there in that price range, in this condition, in these colors with these options. There's not. So it's a great car, and just a tremendous car for the money. And if I could get insurance for it, I would have given this car to my son. He just turned 16. Probably a little too much car. He's driving a Buick now, but a Buick Lucerne. Great. That's a great first car. It was better than my first car, but hey, you know, we all want to raise the bar a little bit with our kids. But anyway, that's what it is. So, any questions, give us a call. Any interest you have, don't hesitate. If you have maybe a trade, something older, something newer, let us know. We'll work with you. We like quality cars, and that's all we buy and sell. All right. Well, thanks for watching my video, and please comment and please subscribe. We got a lot of great cars that come, you know, through our doors, and we also sell a lot of cars that never make our website. A lot of high-end collector cars. A lot of collectors really prefer cars that nobody knows about. I see cars that haven't seen the light of day in 30, 40 years. I've got some great cars coming up. Now, you may not find out about it because they may sell. The one's a 5,000 mile 72, a real car, real red saddle, air. It appeared out of nowhere, one owner car, and just bought that out of an estate, and cool stuff. So anyway, get to know us, subscribe, give us a call if you're looking something, you know, for something in particular, and we're happy to keep you on a list, an internal list that we have of cars that come up. Those are the first phone calls we make, so please don't hesitate to call us and get to know us. Thanks again for watching.